Hi guys, please like, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're made aware of all our future videos and live streams. Right, so today is a kind of pickups video, but it also comes with a story. So and this pickup out of all my pickups recently is my favourite. You might think that's a bit weird because it is something that's really old and probably in terms of everything else very basic, but it's definitely something that means a lot to me. So yeah, right, so let's get into it. Okay, what I picked up this week is the original Game Boy. Now if I hold this close, you can probably see it's a bit off colour, but it works. And as you can see there, if I can get the light on it, you've got the serial number. It all fully works. It even come with 4 batteries in it. I got it off eBay. There are a few marks on the screen now, but not an issue for what I want it for. I paid £33.90 for that, which, believe it or not, is a bargain. I mean, obviously, anybody who knows anything about these come out in 1989. They are very old. And these days, they do go for quite a high price. Main reason being is because everybody's modding them these days, which is what I intend to do with this one. I do intend to give it a reshell, new buttons, new rubber inside. I also plan on fitting an IPS screen to it and also a rechargeable battery, which I'll probably do a video on actually when I do it. So I could just buy one of these that someone's already done, but I thought, no, I want to do this myself. So, and there's a reason for this. I mean, obviously, as time goes on, less and less of these Game Boys are going to be working. And obviously, although it's something that means a lot to me, there's also the fact that you know, the screen was very basic. If you can make it better, then obviously that's a good way to go. Oh, sorry guys, I had to put an edit in there because, as per usual, with all of my videos that I do, the dog decides to carry on, and I did want to shout at her, so I basically cut it there. There's a dog that's underneath me, and when that starts barking, this one starts barking, and then, you know, well, there's no point in carrying on with a video at that point. So you can't hear yourself think. So anyway, as I was saying, the original Game Boy, the main reason why I want to upgrade it, like I say, is because they were very limited at the time. You only had a screen on it that would only work in the light, and even then it wasn't very great. You could adjust the contrast of it, but, you know, it didn't really matter in the long scheme of things. What you did, it still wasn't that great a screen. And obviously, like I say, as time goes on, these things are going to disappear out of existence. And I thought, well, because it means a lot to me to have one of these, I want to make sure that this thing's going to be around for a long time to come. So that's the reason why I'm going to upgrade it. Now, a lot of people will probably be saying, no, you should keep it as original, you shouldn't mess with it. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, you know, I do get a sense of the fact that you want to preserve it how it was. I totally get that. Unfortunately, if you do preserve it as it was, it probably won't last very long, and that's the thing for me. I want this thing to last. So anyway, like I say, there's a story behind this. Like I said, this came out in 1989. At the time, that would have made me 11 years of age. And you can imagine being at that age, I really wanted one of these. Unfortunately, I grew up in a one-parent family from the age of 9 years old, so the money just wasn't there. So I really wanted one, but never got one. And that's not me complaining about that. There are a lot of people that have probably been in a similar situation to me. So, you know, now I'm an adult and I can afford things. It's nice now to pick one up now. It's took me a long time to get one, but, you know, 31 years, but, you know, I've got one. Yeah, I really wanted one of these as a kid. Main reason being was because a friend of mine had one, and I remember seeing how great it was. Now, don't get me wrong, the Game Gear came out not long after, and another friend of mine had that. But then he was in a family where money wasn't an issue. So, and that was quite impressive, but it ate through batteries. So to me, I always thought the Game Boy was a better version. All right, it wasn't full colour, but it was better. It lasted longer. And I think, if I remember right, they did even bring out rechargeable packs, actually, after a while for them. If they did, you don't see them now. But, yeah, so, yeah, that was my main drive to get this, because it was always something I wanted. It's a bit like my Holy Grail, if you like. It was something I always wanted, but every time I thought of it, something else would come along and it got pushed out of my mind for a little while. So finally I've got one. Like I say, I paid £33.90 for this, which was really good, because nowadays, if you look on eBay, you can pay anything up to £50 for a working Game Boy. In fact, you'll pay close to what I paid for this one for one that doesn't work. And it's because so many people are modifying them. And also because of our current situation with the way things are, anything that's gaming's pretty much going up in price. And in fact, actually, anything weightlifting is also going up in price. I know that one for sure. So, you know, it's got to a point where the prices are going up. And when I saw this one, I thought, oh, I've got to get this. And so I did. I managed to get it. I was quite lucky. But of course, I also bought some games for it, because once I have upgraded it, I want something to play on it. So I picked up Soccer. Hang on, just show you it. It is only the cartridge. I didn't get the box with it. Was that focusing? No, not at all. Didn't think it would do. That's better. That was £3.48. I then got Wave Race, which is a very common one, I've noticed. And that one cost me £3.75. Then we got Terminator 2, and this one was a little bit more pricey. This one was £5.99. Did come in a little plastic, you know, like the little plastic cartridge cases you used to get. And then the last one for £3, Super Kickoff. Now, I do remember a Kickoff game, if I remember right, on the Amiga 500 that I quite enjoyed, which is why I got that one. Football games are pretty much a standard when it comes to handheld, so they're not a bad thing to have. A lot of people are probably wondering, why didn't you buy a Game Boy Color? Well, to me, I've got a Game Boy Advance SP. Why do I need a Game Boy Color? As simple as that. For me, the nostalgia was the original Game Boy. That was what I wanted. And in fact, I'm even scouting one of the games that my friend had on his. His first game he had on it was Navy Seals. So that's one I'm actually looking for at the moment. Although a lot of places are charging the earth for it. So I'm trying to get it at a reasonable price. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, you know, growing up, money wasn't there. So I never got around to getting the Game Boy. And it wasn't until about a year or so later that I actually did get a computer. And the first one I got, I actually bought a second-hand Mark I Commodore 64, which was the old tan sort of coloured one with the dark keys. I later upgraded to the newer version, which looked more like the Amiga sort of colour. But I had a floppy drive, I had the cassette deck, everything, even the Commodore 64 monitor. And I paid for all that because I used to do a paper round, so that paid for all of that. So my first computer I actually earned myself. So yeah, and then as time went on, you know, I picked up a Mega Drive and Super Nintendo and got a Amiga 500 given to me by my uncle. So throughout the time then on, you know, we always had a computer or a system in the house. But yeah, it wasn't until then, when I was able to do a paper round and earn money, that I could actually buy these things. So like I say, the Game Boy was always my holy grail. It was what I wanted as a child. Like I say, unfortunately, you know, the money wasn't there. And, you know, I although as a kid I really wanted one, I didn't push it because I knew that my mum couldn't afford this. So it was just one of them things where, although I wanted it, I just had to keep it to myself. So anyway, yeah, like I said, it's not just a pickups video, there was a story that went with it. So, yeah, so hopefully in the future I do plan to, like I say, refit this or refurb it, whatever you want to call it, mod it. So there will be a video in the future. It won't be just yet because, to be honest with you, to modify an old Game Boy, it's not cheap. And obviously, like I've said before, I've got various things going on. I've got a project I'm working on now. I've got a future project I've got to do. Christmas is in between. You know, so money is a factor. So it might take me a little while to get around to doing it, but I will do it. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If anything, is, you know, not just the pickups, you've got a little bit of insight into my life, if you like, I suppose, if that interests you. So yeah, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I mean, it might look grubby, it might look ancient, but I don't care. You know, it's something I really wanted and now I've got it, so I'm happy. So anyway, like I said at the beginning, please like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're made aware of our future videos and live streams. Also, check us out on social media. Links are in the description below. And until next time, take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.